reaching. But despite the challenges, we hope we were able to help bring together and create a much-needed sense of empathy and community around our game, whether in our arenas or virtually. And after 3 long seasons, we're finally back to our normal calendar, hosting our draft here in June as we officially turn the page on the 2022-23 season. The young men who will hear their names called this evening have the chance to be among the next generation of stars in our league. Where will they land? We're about to find out. The first pick in the 2022 NBA Draft belongs to the Orlando Magic, who have 5 minutes to make their selection.
That roar you hear? That's the Orlando Magic fans who are just waiting to see who their team will pick #1 overall. Just a reminder, though, the Magic, they've been here a couple of times. They've thrilled audiences for decades when holding the #1 pick. So in their 4th year as a franchise, they had Shaquille O'Neal, 1993 Rookie of the Year, that they picked first overall. And then a year later, 94, you all remember this, a little switcheroo, selecting Chris Webber, swapping him for Penny Hardaway. And then 11 years later, Orlando, they were at it again with the #1 pick. You're sensing a little bit of a theme here. They have some experience in this department. They selected a center. You can see it there, Dwight Howard, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's laid Orlando on another finals run in 2009. And Orlando, again, with the chance to pick #1 overall. Before we dissect who could be that #1 pick, I do want to check in with our senior NBA insider, Adrian Wojnarowski, to find out what exactly you are hearing, Woj, on who the Magic may select.
Malika, NBA teams are now preparing for the top of this lottery to see the draft board blown up. I'm told that the Orlando Magic are expected to select Duke's Paolo Banchero with the #1 overall pick. Orlando's president of basketball operations, Jeff Weltman, ran one of the great stealth pre-draft operations, and I'm told that Banchero now is the front runner and the likely choice to be Orlando's pick at #1.
Wow, all right, Paolo Banchero out of Duke, likely to be the #1 pick. But Woj, one of the interesting things about this draft is just how much talent there is at the top. It's begging this question of the Orlando Magic. Hey, Magic, who you got? Who will you be taking? Might it be Gonzaga's Chet Holmgren that they could take? He's a rim protector. He has perimeter skills. And here's the thing, don't let his frame, his body type fool you. That is a tough dude. Or could it be Auburn's Jabari Smith Jr.? He's an elite jump shooter, a versatile defender. He has a high motor. And then there's Paolo Banchero, who Woj mentioned. He's a playmaker, he's physical, he's an elite scorer. So now we ask the question, who you got, Magic, and who you got, Jay?
Well, we had talked earlier about Jabari Smith being the #1 pick, the presumptive #1 pick, or Chet Holmgren of Gonzaga. It seemed like teams had moved away, and we had it slotted with Smith, Holmgren, and then Banchero going to Houston. But apropos, a Woj bomb before the draft even starts, and it's Banchero. So if they take Banchero, now all of a sudden Oklahoma City, do they have a choice to make between, they probably didn't expect that it was going to be Smith or Holmgren, #2. So that is a big shakeup at the top from what we thought it was going to be. But how exciting for all these guys, but how exciting for Paolo Banchero to join that long list of great players that have called themselves #1 draft picks. And if he is taken #1, we talked about it all year, that there were 3 guys worthy of it, and those 3 guys are all worthy of it.
Well, guess what, Jay? We get to find out now. The pick is in, so let's go to Commissioner Adam Silver to find out who the Orlando Magic select.
With the first pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Paolo Banchero from Duke University.
Mike Miller,
Wow. Paolo Banchero from Duke goes #1 overall to the Orlando Magic. You can see him hugging his family there. What a special moment. He comes from a family of hoopers. His mom, Rhonda Smith, she played at Washington, go Huskies, was drafted to the W in 2000, and he is a strong, offensively versatile player. He actually played quarterback, and he ran track and field in high school. He was an early bloomer. He continued to grow, and ultimately, he became the first Duke player with 20-plus points and 10-plus rebounds in a Final Four game since 1989. You can see him there shaking hands with Commissioner Adam Silver. What exactly are the Orlando Magic getting, Jay?